Good afternoon, everybody. This is Owen Fernandez wishing you a pleasant day. Good morning to my friends in the US. Good afternoon to all those in Europe. It's a beautiful day. Also, good afternoon to those who are watching me from Dubai, Oman, and the Middle East. And of course, to a lot of my friends in India. It's 5:30 in the evening, and I hope you people are coping up with the COVID influx. It's very sad to see India suffer, but I'm sure this thing too shall pass. A pleasant evening to those in the Far East, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, and beyond. And of course, also a pleasant evening to those who are watching me if they are sitting up late in Australia as well as in New Zealand. So, welcome to my first episode, Tea Time with Owen. And just to let you know, this is the first time I've decided to come live on platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So please bear with me. Just in case if I'm having challenges, do let me know. To start with, please let me know in the chat from where you are watching, and just let me know if you are following me in this particular first episode of Tea Time with Owen. Yes, thank you, Peter. Welcome. Good morning, Winnie from New York. Wonderful. So please feel free to type in wherever you are watching, okay, in the chat. So let me first tell you what conspired me to come up with Tea Time with Owen. Friends, you know we are living in unprecedented times. Life is punctuated with a lot of questions, and today as I speak to you, millions of people all over the world are basically questioning life itself. I remember growing up as a child, tea time was a wonderful time. People used to gather, have a cup of tea, sometimes at 10 o'clock between breakfast and lunch, and mostly in the evenings between 4 and 6. The atmosphere was very relaxed, and this is the same thing that I would like to reproduce, a relaxed atmosphere where we can discuss, I repeat, where we can discuss rather than debate about things concerning us. I remember the talk around tea time was basically about politics, about society, sometimes about sports, sometimes about issues very fresh in the surroundings or facing the particular people that are discussing over tea, and sometimes it was outright gossip. So when I'm talking about tea time, this is a relaxed place where I will discuss certain issues of life, and feel free to engage with me. It's all about engagement. It's all about spending 15 minutes of quality time talking something that could possibly affect us and the people in our lives. So trust me, I've prepared 104 episodes for you twice a week for the next 52 weeks, talking about things concerning life, physical aspects of living, mental aspects of living, emotional aspects of living, social and relationship aspects of living, financial aspects of living, and of course, spiritual aspects of living. So friends, it's a lot of tea. And for those who do not like tea and are coffee lovers, feel free to jump in and spend some time here. It's just about 15 minutes. Now, a few people did question me about why did I choose the first episode titled Obstacles. Friends, it was primarily for two reasons. Number one, I myself faced a lot of obstacles concerning coming online with something that I could offer. It wasn't procrastination, it was something of a mental block for me. When the COVID season arrived, I saw a lot of people just popping over social media, some talking sense, some talking nonsense. And I could not relate myself as to where should I actually pitch in to bring in some value addition concerning my work and concerning my take on life. That was the first reason. An obstacle. You see, I have overcome that coming online for the first time with this first episode. The second thing that I chose this topic is I have seldom come across any person, and I believe so do you, who hasn't faced any obstacles in life. Obstacles are a part and parcel of our existence as human beings. And that's the reason, friends, primarily I have chosen this obstacle as the first episode topic so that we could all relate to it. And if at all, there is certain things or certain topics that you would like me to discuss in the future, please feel free to connect with me, to communicate with me, to text me, or to just write to me. So let's get on with this topic of obstacles. So, how do we define obstacles? What are obstacles? Can you actually give it a tag that this is an obstacle, this isn't an obstacle? Feel free to write what you think about obstacles in the chat. Hi Solomon, hi Tyron, great, Edwin, fantastic, Neville, nice seeing you. Wonderful, I see a lot of my friends joining in. What are obstacles basically? Obstacles, according to me, are impediments, are barriers, are blocks that stop us from progressing. Obstacles are barriers, blocks, impediments that stop us from progressing. It prevents us from achieving our goal. So if everybody is going to go through obstacles at some point of time or the other, so there must be something in it for us to learn. What is it? Also, remember that obstacles are subjective. It means to say that an obstacle for a particular individual may not be an obstacle, rather an opportunity for somebody else. So obstacles are subjective. Obstacles also are certain things that come and challenge us. It's an event which demands a response from us in the form of a decision. And it's also an event that could trigger some sort of a feeling of fear, feeling of insecurity, feeling of frustration. But the most important thing is that the obstacles that we are going to face inevitably demands that we act. It means to say that we need to take a decision. We can either face it, fight it, or overcome it, or simply we can avoid it, ignore it, or go around it in the form of a detour. Needless to say that the decisions that we make are actually going to be a reflection of who we are when facing the obstacles. So obstacles basically expose us. They expose the character. They expose the stuff that we are made of. What else does obstacle do? In fact, obstacles are opportunities in disguise. I'm not sure if you have read the book Think and Go Rich by Napoleon Hill. He says that adversities actually cover themselves in the form of opportunities, and it is only depending upon how we see them. We can either see them as something that comes to trouble us and that is unwanted, or we can see that something that we can actually stress, create, and overcome. Obstacles can also change our perspective of life. Now, as I said before, the very fact that I chose this topic to start this series of episodes was that I had a mental block. And these mental blocks were actually self-limiting blocks imposed by myself on me. I felt that I was not tech savvy. I felt, having all these computers and all these connections. And by the way, I'm using Restream out here with the help of a very good friend and a student of mine called Martin Massar. I'm very grateful for him for having allowed me and pushed me, okay, to come online. So what happens is that obstacles challenge you. They allow you to look at life differently. Most often, when people are faced with obstacles, they have an attitude of complaint. Ask yourself, is that you? Ask yourself, the moment you see something that is stopping you on your path, are you a complainer? So it all depends upon your perspective. What you focus on expands. What you focus on grows. As Benjamin Franklin says, the thing that hurts instructs. So in the way, if you see obstacles that come to you in your life, mostly is for you to grow. Mostly they come to challenge you. Mostly they come to stretch you. And as creative human beings, we all have something called the mind, that if we use it well, we will be able to overcome our obstacles. Friends, thinking is the highest functional capability of human beings. And it's very sad that most people don't think. And that's the reason why whenever an obstacle comes, they pinpoint and shrug off responsibility, saying that it was not them, it was because of external environmental conditions. So, the biggest obstacle in our lives are the barriers our minds create. Now, if you look at all the obstacles, fear, how does it come? It comes first in the mind. It comes because of something that you have faced in the past and you were not able to overcome. But that doesn't stop you from overcoming this time. Limitations, my friends, are mental and self-imposed. So, now that we know that we cannot escape obstacles, now that we know that obstacles basically are intertwined in our walk of life, obstacles are a part and parcel of our existence as long as we live on this planet. What are the steps to overcome it? Thanks, Tyron. Obstacles could be opportunities to take us to the next level. Fantastic. Neville, negative thoughts and outlook which are created by oneself. Hi Manoj, nice to see you. Obstacles and what could be the steps to overcome it? Here in this episode, I leave you to focus on 3 important aspects of overcoming obstacles. The first thing is check your mindset. Check your mindset. What is it that is troubling you when you see an obstacle? Now let's assume that you are traveling by road and then there is a block there, or there is a big stone. Now looking at the stone, it could be a big boulder as well. Looking at the stone, you could be intimidated, saying that, hey listen, this is beyond my capacity as an individual to push this stone and progress on my path, going wherever I want to go. That's the initial block, but that does not stop you from finding a solution. That does not stop you from seeking alternative methods. That does not stop you from giving a call or calling for help, so that with more people you can take that stone to the side of the road. Check your mindset. Now, if your mindset is a mindset of complaint, believe me, you will be stuck at that place. Making a point, it took me a year to come online, and especially concerning my business of work, I'm a teacher. It was very difficult for me to pivot onto online, though I did 32 webinars. But it was with a sense of lethargy. Oh my God, I don't have any alternatives. But the day I decided that, hey, listen, this is the way forward. There is a new world opening up after COVID. And this is the world where there will be a lot of social interaction in a virtual setting. I had to change my mindset and overcome my limiting barriers. Ask yourself, wherever you are, in whatever situations, these obstacles can surface in your relationships, these obstacles can surface in your career, in your job, these obstacles can surface in any way, even in your finances. Check your mindset. Is it a mindset of lack, or is it a mindset of abundance? Number 2, embrace change. Change is inevitable. Look at our world today. Who had predicted in 2020 that we would have a year like COVID? Nevertheless, today we see the world taking a different form, changing, evolving, transforming into a different type of functioning of life. Friends, we are all human beings, and by nature, we are called to express and expand. Embrace change. You've got no other option but to adapt, adopt, or perish. Let's eliminate the third possibility of perishing. That's giving up. We're talking about obstacles today. So we are basically going to have a positive mindset in overcoming, in facing them head on, with confidence, with courage, challenging ourselves to stretch. Stretching is important too, and always remember, it's stretching has to be something to do with your mindset that you can, and a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. So embrace change. And thirdly, have confidence in self. I'm sure, just like I have gone through a lot of obstacles in life, but today I'm still alive and standing in front of you to tell my story. I'm sure there has been wins in your past that you never have registered for the simple reason that you never focused on that. Yes, friends, we have wins. We stand today alive knowing that we have come a long way from wherever we started. We have overcome. Human beings by nature are overcomers, and only overcomers go into the next level of life. So check your mindset, embrace change, and have confidence in self. Thanks for watching this first episode of Obstacles in the series Tea Time with Owen. Remember, the win is always within you. I believe in you, and together we can. If you have got any comments, I'm definitely going to see to those comments and reply to you. And just in case, if you have got any suggestions to make this particular interaction, to make this exchange a better exchange, I'm open in order to flex myself, to stretch myself, with one intention, is to serve you with 104 episodes. And I'm sure a few episodes could relate to you, if not all. Once again, thanks for watching. See you on Thursday, same place, same time. Bye for now.